right, guys, we're back with round two. We've got Red Mid Frank, which I think we had on stream last week as well.
Yeah, he was playing
Tokugawa.
Tokoyami and playing a fantastic game of Tokoyami. Actually, I remember it well.
Interesting. I have no recollection.
It was
Who,
the first game, first match.
who was he playing? I don't remember. Oh, it was the Tokoyami versus Asui. I remember now.
Yep.
Yeah, and we've got Trent Ski, 87, who's playing Zero. So
Wow.
looking forward to the matchup. We haven't seen a lot of Zero. We saw him like for a brief period of time, actually making it quite far, and then not a lot of them for a while. But we'll see what Trent can
Re-
bring.
Remind me, Zero's character announcements.
So maybe Oliver should pull it up. But so Zero
Yeah.
has a hand that says he can change the zone of his attack. So it's a kind of a free enhance, so he gets to do that. And then his second enhance says, and he has two more. So he's got one that if his attack is partially blocked, he has to draw two cards, which is amazing. But obviously, you have to partial block him, so your opponent gets to choose. And then he's got a final ability. I did not really say to Nora, but his final ability says response once per game. After an attack is completely blocked, your rival reveals their hand. Choose one card in their hand and discard it. And so that's a very powerful ability, obviously, if you're able to look at your opponent's hand and obviously discard a card from it. And then you're able to now know all of the block zones of your opponent. And obviously, you have another enhance in your card that says change the zone of your attack. And so,
Like a lot of creative ways here to play this. I can already think of, you've got grasping tape toss that gives you the throw attack here.
yep,
Immediately draw two cards on that. And right away, that's what I like about Cero's other attacks. It allows you to change or other foundation. You change the zone, and suddenly this gives you +2 damage
exactly.
on your different attacks. So I can already think of a few cards I'd be playing with this character.
Yeah, and obviously with tape swing, which basically says on the card that it cannot be completely blocked, that opens up even further ability for the character to for Zero to use his basically if you're going to partial block it, Zero is going to be able to draw two on it, so becomes extremely powerful attack in its kit. There you go. He checks the tape swing. In fact, so
With
in the back.
27 life and a six-hander, I'm surprised. Maybe I'm wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm surprised not seeing Serum more in top eights, top fours here.
Yeah, he's one of those polarizing characters. Some people think he's really good. Some people think that he's not. So obviously Trent thinks he's good. So we'll see if we see more of an appearance here for Zero. Speaking of which, we've got Tokoyami coming back into the fray, and Red Mage Frank starting with Dark Shadow Ruin. Picks up the Dark Shadow.
And he played exactly that actually last week, where you and I actually talked about that. The second you start off with this card, I mean, your rest of your play becomes exponentially more, stronger.
Correct. And so,
Here we go.
okay.
Summon.
So, um, yeah, I mean, so Zero does have really good, strong defensive options, right? So what he can do is, if he feels the need to, if he does completely block an attack, right, he's going to be able to look at Tokoyami's hand and say, I'm going to take this attack out of your hand and kill your turn, right? So we shall see. Dark Shadow Ruin into Summer Dark Shadow. Uh, one
That's
of
a standard play.
one of the strongest starts for Tokoyami, no doubt. And um, he's got the foundations ready. He's got Tokoyami committed. He's got one stronger in darkness, so he's ready. Okay, it looks like he's going to
I'll
use
tell you what,
Force.
his game seems very organized. His playmat is the Bakugo one. Cards seem organized. But it feels like he's not, it's not a gentleman's game. This is you build your foundation, turn two, you're ready to kill.
Wow, and Zero just
Yep,
takes on the
takes it.
chin. Takes
Ice Storm.
uh,
Yeah.
big chunk of damage. So Ice Storm will check
Yep.
because there's Summon Dark Shadow, and we'll get its +1, +2, +3 from all the things that Tokuyami can give it, and cannot be blocked by attack cards. And it's yeah, it's going to be a solid turn for Tokuyami. I mean,
Again.
and he has a
Yep.
second Summer Dark. This might be a quick one, you guys. This might be a quick. So
It's he's not wasting time, and I'm surprised he hasn't used his heroic lineage on this.
yeah, I mean
Or maybe he will.
he might he will be able to sling at least another attack pretty much for uh getting +3 on your check, not having the Summon Dark Shadows count for progressive.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Okay.
strong. So all right, we'll Cyril block
That's a
this
strong
one.
start.
Ouch. Cyril takes it down to 8.
What is happening here? Wow.
Uh
Another ice storm.
yeah, this
And
is
now you use the heroic lineage, I'm guessing. Okay, +2/+2. Heroic lineage tapped. Committed.
wow, this is it's not like Cyril doesn't have any cards in hand, and he doesn't have, it's like he has foundations up too, so
I mean, even an half block. I'd take an half block on this.
he flipped something. I don't know what he did flip,
Evil
but
gaze.
wow, for more speed too. Wow. So
What a play. I mean, I almost want to take a screenshot of this play. This is one after the other.
well, you know what? Um Cyril might be just saying, "Hey, I'm just going to block this last ice storm, and I'm going to kill you next turn because I'm going to be able to block
Yeah.
it. I'm going to be able to uh okay, so he uses requesting assistance, readies a card. That's good. But maybe on the backswing, he's gonna if he does full block this, right? He's gonna be able to perhaps use his once per game ability, clear a card from Tokuyami's hand, know all of the. Oh, but that's not a half. That's a half block. That's not a complete block. So probably only had mid blocks and did not want to half block stuff.
I
But
don't know. I don't know. You had high attack, you had low attack. I'd probably just try to half block each of these cards here.
clearly,
Okay, he's planning on playing something here. Heroic lineage, building it up. Uh, what a strong turn two. What can I
yeah,
say?
it's a strong turn too, but doesn't get the kill. And he's
You'd
down to
expect the kill.
14, and uh, yeah, I mean Tokuyami's not the best defensive character in the game, so
And Zero could do real damage. Don't forget, you've got a lot of throws here that a standard deck could be playing.
but Evil Gaze coming down at the right time as well to destroy a heroic lineage. Also,
Okay, we got to cut this out. We're seeing a guest appearance
I know.
uh, from Red Magan Frank's dog.
No, I
Love
think
it.
it's our friend Trent's dog. Two
Oh,
dogs.
sorry. Trend stock. Sorry. I'm misreading it. Okay, grasping tape toss immediately. That's going to be a throw. You had the +2.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, this is
so there was a damage reduction from Tokuyami, and then maybe and then +1/+1 think fast. So still at 5 damage, but a 3 mid for 5.
Let's see if he attempts to block it. If he doesn't,
Nobody cares about blocking in this game.
well, he commits one foundation if
Oh, a
he
six
doesn't.
swing
So
coming in. Checks a three though, but that's another throw. That's going to be also some good damage because he's going to be able to use Zero's ability, use Think Fast, use the momentum. Uh, that's going to be a lot of damage. So it starts at six. Going to be able to add another six, seven with a Think Fast ability as well. So
yeah.
going to be able to pump it up to 13. Probably even more. Let's see. So I mean, obviously Tokoyami will be able to give it -1, but and on a partial block as well, if because Tokoyami will
So
be forced to
don't forget
block.
with the response, you draw 2 cards immediately on that.
Stole the words from my mouth. Exactly. That's exactly right. You're going to be able to draw and maybe have one more damage for lethal. So because you're going to force your opponent to block this, there's no way that this will be
It's
for lethal. So that's the thing. If
I don't
Tokoyami,
want to I don't want to use speed. I don't want to use momentum, but the cadence of this game dramatically different than our first game.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of what happens with Tokoyami. Accelerates the
Yep.
game pace quite a bit.
Okay. Um.
So it looks like cool student uses is being used here for +2 to the check. So we are going to try to block this, but we're not done on Zero's side. We're going to add as much damage as we can. So it's going to come in for 12, I think, something. Oh, straight to scoop. Looks like Tokoyami
It's a
just
scoop.
says, "I couldn't block it. You're good." All right.
Uh. Yeah. Listen, he's strategic. He's got 3 games here and strategy game.
Yeah, I mean,
3 rounds.
uh, he did have some cards in hand, so I guess like Cyril just picked the right zone, and he was like, "Well, you're right. I don't have that zone, and I don't have any mid block either, so I'm going to scoop right here." Wow, so that goes to show, uh, maybe Trent kind of was a mastermind there, where he was like, "I'm not going to block these attacks. I'm going to let Tokoyami overextend. I'll just kill him on the backswing." That's what happened. So whether or not it was planned, um, I don't know, but that's how it played
I'm
out.
kind of bamboozled actually. Now that you bring it up, that if this was actually done on purpose, really well thought out.
Yeah, it's definitely something you can, as you said, he's a 27 health character. That's a lot of damage to go through in one single turn, and using his helpful as a resource, taking the damage, like basically baiting Tokoyami into,
To being
overstepping,
tapped out. Yeah.
and Tokoyami had to use his evil gaze, right on even use the evil gaze right on the last attack there. So like really spent a ton of resource to try to finish him off, and you know wasn't able. So
And don't forget, Red Mage Frank used that exact same play, maybe not as overextended last week. So maybe they know each other, and maybe just like when I play you and you play me, we kind of know our player psychology. So I don't know if it's the case or not, but very well thought out of the kind of Cero and Trent here.
yeah, Cyril making his dogs proud there. Uh, they're just napping in the background, but little do they
He's
know,
chilling.
our
He's
boy Trent
chilling.
playing the mind games very well against Tokoyami here, and well, it could have been dangerous. Like um, still, playing with fire, but getting rewarded it seems. So let's see what Tokoyami can do now that he has turn one advantage. Ooh, doesn't get the forecheck he needs on Storm and Darkness though. So that's a
Cool.
very good
Good.
one. He really wants to have in
Yeah.
his staging area and not getting it this thing. I would almost play this where I would like play the arrogant disposition, on the 5 instead of, guaranteeing my 2 stronger in darknesses. Because what would you rather have on your board, right? I mean, it's a 1 cost foundation. I would much rather have 2 stronger in darknesses versus a arrogant disposition that is basically useless on my board, because Zero doesn't have any punches, at least that we've seen.
Yeah.
So a slight
Uh,
optimization, um,
and,
could have been better there for Tokoyami.
you're right, and we do have to give him credit. Adding that cool student, uh, it's a great card. If you do have these momentums, fantastic card.
Correct. It's oh, it does hit the Summer Dark Shadow on the mill, by the way, so that's good. Starts off with someone with the Crow and Frog takedown. Ooh, but checks a ruin, so we know that's one in the discard pile. And Zero had to tap his own face to get his build off, so he's not going to be able to uh, use his once per game ability if he deems it necessary. And Tokoyami doesn't need much to be able to pop off, right? He draws the right hand and he can still finish you off. But
Again, very, very interesting strategy from Red Mage. Like, I don't know if I would have picked up the last foundation if I had to kind of commit my character here.
well, at least you see he does have the block against the ruin, and so uh, seeing that we have our boy Tokoyami just decide to build for the turn, and that's one ruin turn that didn't amount to too much. So let's see what we do at Zero. Zero, you might just kind of be content to building and passing here, where you're trying to maybe poke with a throw, um, but you're playing defense against Tokoyami. Oh, that's a good one too. That's 1.3 million volts. Indiscriminate shock, actually 1.3 million indiscriminate shock. I think it's called, or is it indiscriminate shock 1.3 million volts?
Yep.
Yeah, this will be a strong one. It has stun 1 on it. They're going to be. It's an interesting one to play in Zero. I mean, you can change the zone of it. You can. It's a strong finisher. A lot of people like it a lot. So, oh, he's
Well,
considering committing a card in order to have his opponent commit a card. That's a high risk
it's
play.
an interest. It's interesting. He didn't. He probably didn't have the attack, but that's the ultimate card you'd probably want to play when on the first turn your opponent just goes all in like Tokoyami did, is
Yeah,
fully tapped out, and then you just start your turn with this. Yeah.
it is a fantastic backswing card for sure. But I don't know. It could just be like a poke, seeing if Tokoyami has the required blocks, and well, that's one way to block with Ice Storm. I believe it should be a half block, but yeah, so it's a half block, but it comes with a nasty breaker too on a Zero who doesn't have that many foundations. So I think we're probably going to go and build up some. Although, the partial block does trigger Zero's response, and so he does get to draw a bunch of cards.
Man, I keep forgetting about this, and that's so powerful. I keep saying it on every stream, but this is the one tip I've learned from Tony too. Uh, Whenever you can draw cards, draw cards. It's should optimize for drawing cards.
Oh, dude, the back-to-back tape swing checks. Love to see it.
Man, you know how I feel about this card,
Yeah, yeah, it's great when you play it. Not so great when you
but it's not
check
so
it.
great when you check it.
Yeah,
And that too. This is
that is
painful.
painful. That is painful.
Painful.
I believe you need to tap
Okay.
one for grasping. Okay, well, okay, I'm not sure that was on a three, but maybe I was wrong. All right, well, still ends up building quite a bit at the end there. So despite the two tape swing, you know, checks, not going to cost him too much. Was on foundations after all.
Yep.
And look, ruin into ruin. So Tokuyami says, I don't care if my last turn was not as great. I can draw my summer in dark, my sorry my ruins, which I'm going to hit you on. It looks like heroic lineage gets triggered, so will probably see ruin be blocked. Here's Trent. You know, you always got to ask yourself whether or not it's worthwhile using your once per game ability. You know, you've seen Tokuyama check a Dark Shadow Ruin, you've seen him play one, and now you've seen him play a second one. If you go for a full block here, you might as well use your you could think about using your once per game to get rid of a nasty attack card and really put a wrench in Tokuyami's plans. Not to mention, you know, see all of his hand.
For sure.
Tokuyami tapping irrefutable there. I'm not sure what it was that he sealed. Maybe the lineage I got re-readied with requesting assistance. But yep, he gets the full block. Do we see a response? I guess not. Corn Frog takedown gets played. All right, we're going in. Lineage gets committed. We're getting the damage in. Oh,
Did we lose him?
I think we lost one of them. Yeah, we lost.
Right on that attack.
Yeah,
I was feeling the smoke come out of here. Wow.
so if Trent calls it in the requesting judge channel, it will be a game loss, and looks like he does. So we're seeing some typing from Red Mage Frank, probably some internet issues. Uh, oh, it says the channel is full. Maybe is the okay. Um, we may need to drag him back in. Okay, so we dragged him in. Um,
Barry, I'm answering your question on chat. You know, when is the world event top 32 player tournament happening? We haven't announced the date. Uh, can we estimate it will happen towards the end of the year? Yeah, I think that directionally, yes, but we haven't announced the date.
that is correct. So an update looks like Trent is back, or Red Mage Frank is back rather, and we're just kind of going it over with our judges here to see if we'll award a game loss, or in which case that would be a 2-0 for Ciro. Um, let's see what happens. Yep, looks like a game loss is
That's it.
awarded. That's it. That's it. That's
It's
all.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You know, we were seeing Red Mage just jumping on this attack. I wish I could have seen the end of it.
Yep. Sometimes it happens. So we still have quite a bit of time, I think. So maybe we can let's hop in table four. See what these guys are up to. I'll announce our president. See if they're okay with getting streamed here. Give us a sec.
We're seeing a Jiro deck, I think, versus Denki. Am I correct here?
Right. We'll be going into another game here. So it's Mina. It's Mina Ashido versus Momo.
Wow. Okay, I got this wrong. I'm not seeing the cards.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if it's game one or if it's game two, but what I am seeing is a very strong, potentially very strong, 143 million volts here. Because I see a lot of things that are tapped down as Momo. So
Tell us more about Mina, dear friend. I know you use her a lot. It's one of your favorite decks.
yeah,
What's
Mina
the most player?
is I think she's incredibly fun to play because one of the worst feelings is when you check a three when you needed a five, right? When you check those attacks.
Yep.
Well, if you like to check bad, guess what? You can if you like to check bad, you can use Mina, and if you check an attack, guess what? You can play that attack for free. So um, that's really it. She obviously also gives +1 speed to all of her attacks, which is a very good ability, and she is able also to uh, you know gain a
It's a
life.
free hand. Yeah,
It
free
is,
hand, gain a life, and +1 speed.
yeah,
It's powerful.
it is, and it looks like in this case though the very strong indiscriminate shock was completely blocked, full block. So okay, we're going for it. Oh, check a three, not going to happen. So Nina completely tapped out. Um, Looks like Momo has a health advantage as well, and looks like Momo. Um, I mean, Momo should have a lot of potential here, with Mina Ashido being completely out of resources here. So we have a review. Will be a plus ultra.
Love thinking.
Yeah, Momo has a lot of options. Usually, there's all sorts of ways to, especially have staff strike in your hand. You got to do a lot of thinking to make sure you're calculating it right because you're gonna have to check that eight. Usually.
Yep.
So
And building. He's building
starting
and
with a foundation doesn't mean we're gonna build. Momo loves to.
so
Well,
talk to me about that strategy because the first time I have ever told you about this, you looked at me strangely. What do you think about building first and attacking last?
well, it's
Is
usually
there a psychology player? What's the deal?
it's usually really bad unless you're Momo, and you have things that are specifically designed to take advantage of that. If you're playing a foundation and then playing an attack, what ends up happening is your attacks are going to have
Increasing your difficulty.
difficulties, and you're not going to be able to check them. Whereas, with Momo, as you see, Stop Strike got checked on an eight, check the
And
three.
don't forget, Yeah, and don't forget, staff strike as that enhancement. And I think it's worthwhile telling the chat, you know, you draw one card for each foundation in your card pool.
Exactly. So not only do you draw, you will be able to draw if your hand. Um, they draw extra cards for each foundation in your hand, which you're going to be able to get here with Staff Strike. But Staff Strike also allows you to ignore progressive difficulty on your next two weapon cards. And so Momo will be able to cycle through, more cards, builds out her own foundations, and use the Staff Strike ability to play cards for almost free. You don't need foundations if you can play them without progressive difficulty. And especially when you add in things like unwavering slash that allows you
Yep.
to ready additional foundation. You could see yourself, and look at that. I'm also building two down. So
It's a great way to build four foundations at, second turn.
correct. And um, okay, so it looks like we're using the powerful on the Staff Strike as well. I'm gonna make sure that in this case, Mina doesn't have many options. Mina could try to block, but I think just
Here we
taking it
go. She takes it.
down to 8, no progressive difficulty. We have two foundations up. Um,
Very
down,
powerful.
yeah, we're gonna, as long as we I think check through this. Yeah, there's unwavering slash. So
Here
unwavering,
we go.
you're gonna be able to ready and you check it. You reveal your next card. Okay, it will be a Staff Strike, a 3 check, but you'll be able to ready your foundation as Momo. Um, you even get to pick you could discard a card to get another quick creation into your staging area. Okay, readying specialist, drawing a Staff Strike. You could play the Staff Strike, give your next two weapon cards even less progressive difficulty.
I mean, think about having that's like three of these staff strikes in your hand.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
just like, you're building. You could technically, well, you can't because you don't have that many cards. You could maybe empty out your entire hand immediately, just on
Yeah,
that.
you could. Well, look, at the very least, if Unwavering Slash doesn't go for lethal here, you play Staff Strike on a 6. You have enough to commit for it. Okay, so looks like okay. Look, it is a block. So Mina does block one. But if Staff Strike gets thrown down again on a 6, you have, I believe, enough foundations to go through with it, and you continue your chain as well. So let's see if this is what we opt for. No, we Okay, no, I see. So we're playing this and then into Staff Strike. Right, right.
Here
So
we
Staff
go.
still
I
has
mean,
here's another three
that has
though.
been an,
So here's the situation. Staff Strike will not be lethal, and if you'll get the ignore for progressive, but if you check another 3 on a 5 cost attack, you might not be able to go for it. If you have a 4 cost attack, you still have Momo to commit.
yeah, she stepped out. That's the reality.
Momo tapped out. Mina's
You don't
gonna
have the progressive
do.
difficulty, but you're tapped out. And it goes back to, our common discussion. When do you overextend and when do you just, let go and be patient here?
Oh wow, and even with a half block as well. So that's very we'll see. Okay, so Creek Caption it does get played, and that's on a 5, on a 4, I mean. Okay, we do check the 5, so that one's great. And we'll be able to build down with it as well. So again, another great we do have another foundation up, so we will be able to play a 5 difficulty attack and guarantee us passing it, which is
And then
crucial.
another one, I think. Yeah. Are we
So
going to see another one getting built? That's the question.
um, This would be for lethal, I believe. I believe this is a too low for. Okay, yeah. So we respond to Bill, which is awesome as well. This is we're getting there. We're getting there. I think that will bring us to one. Yeah. So we needed one more attack.
Wow.
You had the foundations. We need one
Wow.
more attack.
Does
We draw it. Okay. Yeah. On a four, this will guarantee pass. And look at that. Mina sees it.
I'm not seeing the glare. Which card is this?
It was another capture net. So didn't
Okay.
have, oh, and Delirium showing that he did have a third staff strike in hand. So he could have gone for
Wow.
strike, but he was completely
Wow.
tapped at that point. It wouldn't have been.
Beautiful play.
Yeah, that's the power of staff strike, allowing you to, even without any foundations, just continuing on drawing more cards, drawing another staff strike, laying it down, continuing to do it. And Mina did some good blocking as well, like even without any foundations.
Yeah. Very nice play. Beefy Ramen. I'm on chat right now. You're asking about Texas. Uh, I have a feeling Texas will be the state with kind of the most events. It feels like it, and it's not for MHA specific. I think just TCGs and CCGs overall attract a lot of conferences and events in Texas. So hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah, Texas, I can neither confirm nor deny whether it is on the roadmap, but an attractive location nonetheless. Murder, please.
Moral of the story: play as Todoroki and cancel staff strike.
Yeah, there's quite a few things in the format that can really put a hamper on staff strike deck. Fulfill my duty. For example, you're canceling the turn. Obviously, you've got the ability to. Well, look at Mina's digging, by the way. That's a double mulligan. But you've got Todoroki. You've got Night Watch. You're getting a lot of things that.
Yep.
Oh, Barry Everson pushing Mississippi as well.
Barry, I feel the love for Mississippi. I've been speaking with a few of your play group partners. I've been speaking with Doug. I've been speaking with Don. And these guys have been playing since like 2006, 2007, 2008 as well. And I'm going to have to make it to Mississippi. It seems like there's a Universes UFS community there that is just like super loyal, vibrant, and it's definitely on the roadmap for me personally, and I may drag Loan as well with me.
Well, and after Mississippi, it looks like we have to go to SoCal for WonderCon.
When Murdercleese, when's WonderCon?
Wow, shooting all those threes, by the way. Right.
Uh, Murdercleese, we're gonna be in California in late late March to April, so would love to stop by. If it's early April, would love to stop by kind of WonderCon, uh, maybe tag team with Funimation and see you there.
Murdercleese, do you have a local LGS in SoCal you go to? Oh, that's a favorite of mine. Pillar Swing.
Yep.
Cardboardian Murrieta. Let me check that out. And GMI Games. Wow. Dude is committed. We love to hear it. Very cool. All right. So We've got pillar swing hitting with the stun two. We are able to respond with the um, all my foundation to give ourselves an additional build.
Yeah,
Uh,
Murdercleese, we will reach out. Thank you. Sorry, dear friend, I cut you off. I'm
all
on
right.
chat right now.
Yeah, it could be fun. Let's make it happen. And Murder Cleese, maybe if we're not there, but you want to host an MHA CCG event, we'd love to support you as well. Ooh, that's gonna be a hard hitting 1.3 million volts on the XR as well. Okay, we do have requesting assistance to ready something. That's good. Yo, this is gonna be a sick. This is gonna be a sick 1.3 million volts. So what? One, two. Is that 5 damage?
Um,
Gonna be a bit.
that's what happens when you're fully tapped out on turn two.
Yep,
Second game we're seeing this.
exactly. And this is for all you guys in the chat. Obviously, we're super grateful for you guys to tune in on the Wednesday webcam weeklies here. But one thing that we really want to do with all of these conventions that you guys want us to attend or want to see MHA being represented, we'll have some more information in the future about something kind of a little bit more formal. But in the meantime, if you guys want to hit up a convention, you want to just go there, do a demo, or host a tournament, whatever, represent the game. We're all for it. We're happy to supply some
I mean, yeah,
materials and think about how.
absolutely, dear friend. I think we got to figure out a way to help the community out. So many people reach out to me. Today, I had someone reach out to me. They want to attend PAX in Boston. I personally did not know PAX, but they apparently have a massive CCG section at PAX, and they want to start doing demos at PAX. So I'm trying to figure out with our team how can we help the community out with conferences, with cons, uh, nationwide. So you don't have to be an LGS. If you want to help out, spread the word out. If you want to help out, teach people how to play. Uh, we're gonna help you out with that. We're gonna support you as Jasco Games. I don't have the right process yet, but it's something that just organically is happening. People are reaching out and saying, "I want to go to this conference. What's the best way to represent MHA, CCG?" And dear friend, we got to get this prioritized.
100%. I think we want to be as many convention as possible. What's going on, Slam Jam?
Slam Jam.
Slam Legend.
So we're gonna be joining Slam Legend next Monday on Market Mondays. I'm super
Hey,
hyped for that. You
yo,
know?
Mina really going for it. What are we at? We're at Mina just tapping herself out. Wow. So did response for the home run. So this is gonna be a big, yeah, another big 1.3 million, and then
He's not stopping with this.
I did not see how did we get a zero gravity lift into the momentum here for Mina. Did not notice that. You guys, we need to put in some organization, on our side to support all of you guys who want to go to conventions and make sure that we have a bit of a system for all of you, all you legends to go and spread the word about this great game. And it's coming up. We're working on something. So WonderCon, PAX, whatever you guys want to be, we want to be there too.
Uh, Damn you! I reached out to you. I was wondering when are you gonna challenge their friend again to a duel?
Dude,
That's my
he's a
question for you,
top 8
Damn you.
player. I got my ass kicked by Sam Tate the other day at our locals. But I'll challenge
Listen, you were playing some veterans there, friend. So
you. So did Momo half block us again, or oh no. So she used quick creation this time to be able to uh, do some damage reduction. So this home run comment will hit. You know, it'll get powerful 4. You'll be able to add another foundation into your momentum. You'll have 3 times 4, 12 plus be 16 damage. You could go for lethal with the home run comment actually. You could really go for lethal. Obviously still within blockable range because you've got the speed reduction with Momo, and you've got the that two ready cards with the build and Momo herself. So okay, but we going for it. We going for it.
kicks one momentum out, or
And we count. Uno, dos, tres. 12 big ones.
so
Yeah.
we're gonna see. Okay,
So that will be 16 damage. Momo's at 15 health. Does Momo have a block? It is a 3 high currently. On a 1, on a 5. Oh, this will be full block. No problem. Doesn't even need to tap down. Doesn't even need to tap down. Wow.
wow.
Um, Mina feeling real bad here. Can't be fake. Doesn't even, wasn't even close, guys. And now we're building. At least we checked that, charged up. But yeah, we haven't taken any damage yet, but this is smelling like game 1 already.
Yo, these are pretty epic Tokoyami emojis on the chat. I've never seen those.
Is that Tokoyami?
Is it? It's a bird. How about that?
Oh, it is.
It's a bird.
Yes, it's a Tam Carburb.
it's a it's a TC energy here.
Yeah. Sanjay, how has this week changed without Kirishima Cornifer? Well, we haven't seen. We've seen kind of some crazy
I thought
matchups.
our first game was super diversified.
We saw Eraserhead on Death against
Shoji.
Mezzo Shoji. Yeah, Eraserhead taking game 1. Shoji not having enough time in game 2. We saw Tokuyami against Zero. We saw Zero take a 2-0, although the second game was a disqualification because of a disconnection. And here we're seeing Momo against Mina, where Momo took game 1. And Momo in a prime position here to take game 2. We'll see.
Finally, the jump is
Of course.
back.
Tam, jump in. We'll send you the link. Hold on, I got it. Yo, we're gonna have a real commentator join.
Let's go.
Hold the phone.
Actually, I was considered to join TC for card set reveal for set 2. But given that I am part of Jasco, I just told him offer it to the second place of his charity event. I'm pretty excited to see more and more content creators being part of our kind of set 2 card reveals. We had Tony 2, we had another content creator today. Uh, I want to see more of that. I want to see the community part of these reveals.
Yeah, 100%. So, Tam, I sent you the link. You're welcome to join.
Cloud Strife, you are correct. I won't disagree with you.
Whoa, so Momo letting me Mina live for now. All right, hold on. Hold on. I think I sent the wrong link. Give me a second. Oh yeah, here we go. Try this. Oh, there he is.
Yo,
What's up, Tam?
nothing much. Nothing much. Just getting back from classes. How the night been?
So what do you do in classes, TC? Just out of curiosity, do you take, your team and just kick their ass? Like, how does that work?
No, I just teach martial arts. It's just teaching classes,
Okay.
self control, self discipline, all with the vehicle of punching and kicking.
Do you think at one of our events we could have maybe a side event where you teach everyone some self defense?
We certainly, we could do that. That is in my capabilities. The question
Okay.
is
Just
it wanted?
checking.
Is it a desired thing? We could certainly try it. Yeah.
I know you can kick ass on the playmats. I just want to make sure I've got self defense off the playmats here.
I mean, not to get too preachy, but do you know how to swim?
I know how to swim.
I
Correct,
think that
yeah.
every person in the entire world, if you know how to swim and the importance of that for safety, should have some base level of self-defense awareness for the same mentality of what if I get pushed into a situation where I am not expected to be there. You don't got to be the next world champ, but
Can you ask for a greater pitch? That almost sounds like the ultimate pitch to join TC's world championship, EuroLeague championship karate class.
Yeah.
So
Is that part of the oh wow, and by the way, Mina is just like going on one foundation, but is that part of the what you get as a subscriber for Timer Cardwell's Twitch channel?
it not yet. I'd have to maybe work with a school owner. This is a kind of a crazy match, huh? Momo versus Mina. Not something you see every day.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I think Momo's been defending appropriately, while Mina, as you can see here in her staging area, not much happening.
Yeah. And that is I mean, that's kind of like the power of both characters, right? Is Momo, if she does get up that wall, she like defends it extraordinarily well. And Mina can certainly make a mountain out of a molehill and get herself out of a lot of predicaments really, really quickly just because of her response. It
yeah,
looks like
but
this was played on the response? Question mark. Do we know that?
Yes, the 1.3. So we're currently resolving the home run comment.
Oh, and the indiscriminate's coming in next.
Yes, exactly. So there could still be potential, but with all those foundations,
That's
uh,
sweet. That's really, really sweet.
and that
And that's the thing, on Momo's turn, you saw Staff Strike being played, and building out, but she got fully tapped out. So that the Denki attack fits perfectly for this.
Yeah, 100%. This honestly, I don't even know if this is the best right play as Inferno Kitty, right? Like there's a lot of answers on
Plus
Momo's board.
Ultra.
Well, Inferno Kitty disagrees with you, Tan. Goes for the
Yeah.
+3 speed. Oh, plus Ultra stays in your card pool, Mister.
Yep.
Oh,
Put that back,
are-
young man. So we have not only a damage reset, we also have a way to like extra build off of it can't be fixed off of the stun. Momo's gonna bring that card down, gain a life, -2 speed if they want to. Like this thing is super blockable, and it's only gonna do 5 damage if Momo wants it to. This is a lot of eggs in one basket, and they're all gonna be rotten.
And I don't even think it's lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, this was a very greedy play by Mina, but maybe like a forced play, question mark?
Yeah, I think she saw that Momo has like a bajillion foundations, and I have got one.
And it's like maybe you don't have a low block and we do 5 damage, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Delvish, what happened to the plus ultra? It illegally got kicked out of the card pool, but well,
Hey, at this point, Mina needs the help.
yeah.
Yeah, this is like a classic showcase of if you and your opponent don't respectfully build at the same level, like one person just gets out of control, right? Like Momo's in complete and total control of this game, even though there's orange card after orange card being slung by Mina.
Well, that's what happens when I play against their friend on a 70 card deck.
Yeah.
He basically has a fortress of foundations, and I
I don't know. I built
I
a
just give
deck
up on that.
that had like 4 planning aheads, and you're so obvious and resistance and
Wow.
calling all them zones.
That's a bit. That's quite a wall. And the best part about planning ahead, right, is like it doesn't leave like You're So Obvious does. So you get to do it over and over and over again.
Dude, this guy doesn't quit. He does not quit.
Wowzers. Actually crazy.
Can he get there? No, he's got a damage.
No.
No way.
The fact. Wow, this is huh. I'm speechless about what is happening right now.
Let's reset our board.
This guy is going for it.
This is fun. You got Momo there. That's like I'm gonna build all these foundations, and Mina who's like
Doing the opposite.
Yeah. Who wins?
Wait, we put it in our momentum. I mean, I guess we have to make it lethal. Oh no, it would have been lethal.
And
Why are you doing this? This is discard 2 momentum, destroy 1 foundation. That's all this ability does.
Somebody's gonna tune into the stream and be like, "Okay, so is this turn 1? Like, how does
right?
how does Mina even have all of these cards in her card pool?"
Wowzers.
We don't get it. We don't even get it.
Okay, call it a turn.
Yo, but we got some momentum for next.
Doesn't even get the rebuild.
No, we don't.
Rough. I mean, 20 is a bit of a tall order for Momo to do normally, but with Mina being, I would say, completely tapped out, but all that means is her character is committed. Momo does not have any momentum currently. If she just finds and checks well on a staff strike, she just kills Mina. That's just what happens.
Yeah, and Mina has only one card in hand, right? So
a 1 mid block, or actually it has to be a plus ultra because Momo can give +2 speed on everything, and then they're all unblockable.
True.
So here we go with the
But
unwavering
even in
flash.
this position, even if you don't kill Mina, it's like, do you really fear Mina Ashido on zero foundations?
Um, so there is a world, right, where she plays a 4 diff that is relevant, a 4 diff that is relevant. No, she can't even do that. She has to.
She can't check a three. She checks a
Yeah,
three.
she can't check a
Oh,
3, and that's
yeah.
the only way we get to respond to their character to build a thing in?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
we don't care.
you can. Well, the best play is a 4 diff that you check a pillar swing on, because you can. I think you can respond to character and then commit Mina for the 4 diff check.
For sure. But Pillar Swing is like a 3 mid with stun 2 sure, but Momo gives it -2 speed. I don't think I've ever been afraid of a 1 mid move, even if it is 8 damage. Right?
Yeah, I
Like
guess 1.3 million is the one you want to see,
yeah.
especially
I
if.
mean, let's talk about the staff strike again. Same strategy as before, except with 2 Jiro cards here. She'll continue to build these.
Yeah, this is a tight play. We've got the truly the Momo engine a running here. This is exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, draws
Yeah.
2 feels good.
And it's really easy for Momo to count to 20 whenever you just like, don't try to defend yourself. When you've got one speed and it's on, if you don't quite get to the 26, Momo can count to 20. Especially with double quick creates, which I did not see in the pool or in the stage, excuse me. So it's
Right.
like an extra 4 damage. Like that's a fifth of the life right there. Not to mention stacking it on all these super cool moves.
Jellyfish with the knowledge. If Momo doesn't kill Mina, Mina wins in the time and round. Mina lost game 1 too, though. So
Oh,
stab strike again. We're fine, right?
I mean, you could have predicted that.
You check a 3. Yeah.
You-
Sorry, I'm watching the stream and not your guys' live stream. I'm sorry.
no, we're
I'm
wait,
about 10 seconds behind.
wait, is this not lethal? No, we have a
If
quick rate. We have a quick rate.
if we have, oh yeah, we have quick create, and we still have to destroy with. Yeah, this is lethal. We're good. Game
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think Mina could have done differently to have won this game?
I mean, other than not debuild yourself from 6 to 0.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wait, she started that turn with 6 foundations.
no. Well, she spent basically 2 turns debuilding herself.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, she
Okay.
played like home run comment, into home run comment, into home run comment, to home run comment. I think this is like probably turn 3, where she had like 3 turns where it was build 4, double home run comment, into double home run comment.
I see. I see. Yeah, there's definitely I think you need to respect Momo's defense, right? And if you leave yourself open, she's like a beautiful backswing character, which we're witnessing right now, right? Like she just counted to 20 on 3 moves, on a 5, on an 8, on a 6, and with any more draw that Momo had, all of these were just going to be for base difficulty. So we could have seen another 10, if not possibly like 20-ish damage coming through, depending on how lucky our checks were. So I think actually respecting Momo's defense, and it being better than our Wild West offense might have been the difference,
Berlander, if this Mina had their friends devilish luck, she'd be just fine. Excuse me. I see, like,
You know what?
every
I
week
agree with Verlander.
every week he comes in and reminds us that if Berlin, you're going to talk a big game, you gotta challenge. We gotta play, so that.
I'll tell you what, dear friend, your Mina deck is beautiful. I'll say this. So if Berlander wants to challenge, I will take the initiative and have that challenge live on stream.
I mean, if he comes in every week and starts some drama like this, we got to take him down.
I had a friend say that there was the most perfectly named card game ever was the card game Luck and Logic because it's the two main things that you need in card games. And they certainly put the word luck first, huh? So it is what you draw, but it is also how you use it that wins you games
You
for sure.
you need a pilot in the fighter jet, TC.
Correct. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Berlander, let's meet same place, same time next Wednesday. How about that? Wednesday Webcam Weekly. We'll have 2 show matches: Lenoco versus Barry Everson, and I'll take you down.
It's gonna happen after the stream. We got 2 salty sweets happening.
It could be after the stream. I mean, we're just kind of going to do it during the stream and call it as our Wednesday weekly matches, but we can also do it after. That's true.
Ooh, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I mean, more games being played, the better, right?
TC, you have to understand in the Wednesday weeklies, everyone's trash talking everyone, in the chat.
Okay.
We have a full lineup for, I think, a real tournament here where we've got Barry Everson, we've got Lenoco. I'm pretty sure Jellyfish has challenged a few people as well. We'd love to have you in the mix. Make it official.
Well, I don't want no beef with nobody. I'm not here.
It's pride.
I'm not here trying to beef around. Well, the thing is like, I mean, there's only one other person that could maybe even possibly challenge me, right? And that's Kevin Broberg, the homie.
Wow.
Everybody else I can just look at and say scoreboard, right? Like they didn't win a 1K.
Wow.
Just sitting in chat, just hanging out.
Like
you're top 32, Tamron Cardwell at the professionals, right?
No, but the thing is, he's showing off about the 1K. If I were UTC, I'd show off about the 27-hour marathon.
That is true too.
I mean, this is so much more impressive. It's like, who does this?
I'll say it was way harder than the provisional. that's for sure.
Oh wait, we've got okay. Well, we maybe just rolled into this. We just sat in this Discord chat and well, we featured Trent already. Let's see if we can get somebody new, maybe perhaps. We go jump to table 1. Wait, Tam, why don't you jump to table 1 first, and then we'll jump in because we can go over the limit.
Do I have the roll? Can I do that?
I will give it to you.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like once every Wednesday weekly, dear friend, you just cross the line here, Last week it was Barry Everson. This week it's TC. Giving everyone that VIP access.
I know. Jellyfish guy, don't tell him. He's not in the chat.